generation 1. And by that I mean these girls here. These are the original 6. The first 6 My Little Ponies released in 1982, 83. It depends on the what the date stamped on the bottom of their hoof says. This is my girl here, Bluebell. This is my generation of ponies, and that's my Bluebell. I still have her. So I thought, let's draw a G1 pony. The question is which one, because there's a lot of them. And then I thought, oh wait, I just drew her. So Applejack is an original G1 pony. She has been around for a very long time, and she is the only Friendship is Magic pony that has not changed, which is drawn from G1 with absolutely no design changes. She looks exactly the same. So let's draw G1 Applejack. Now the G1 ponies, the basic body construction is pretty much the same. It's just bigger and they're chunkier because they were designed as toys. Friendship is Magic, of course, was designed by Lauren Faust for animation. So the body shape is the same. The head starts with a ball and the body is kind of a kidney bean shape, but they're bigger proportions. The Friendship is Magic, G1 ponies in particular have this very generous flanks because their flank marks are more elaborate. And of course it helps with the toy's stability to counteract the weight of the head at the front. You put some weight at the back and that helps the toy to balance and stand up on its own. Okay, now the ear construction is basically the same as the Friendship is Magic ponies. It's just a little more sculpted. So it's going to go like that. Now a big difference of course is in the face. Now because G1 ponies have a muzzle because they are designed to actually look like, they're designed more like real horses. And for the muzzle I sort of think it's like, imagine 2 soap bubbles kind of joined together. So you've got the main head ball here and then the muzzle is a little smaller ball just kind of sitting on the front there like that. And that's going to help us build her nose, which is just a straight line. We don't get the ski jump like on Applejack. It's a straight line because they're modeled after real horses. And you see this straight line muzzle on some Friendship is Magic ponies like Big Mac, usually the male ponies, but all G1 ponies have this muzzle construction. And it's just going to come down like that with her lip and a nostril. Mouths again are not very big, but they actually do have a chin and a lower lip, which connects around to a pretty meaty cheek muscle. There we go. Again, they're modeled after real horses. And the neck is quite thick and chunky, very muscular thick necks, again, like a real horse, which go down here. And the toy would have like a neck join here too, so they can turn their heads. Okay, now one of the biggest differences between G1 and G4 is of course the eyes. G1 pony eyes are built more like a real horse. It's more of a circle with an upper and a lower lid. So you imagine the circle there and it goes up like that and it kicks out. And there's a lower lid like that. And they do have a brow line as well. They have an eyelid brow line that goes like that. And I'll show you how to place that. So just like Friendship is Magic, we start at the base of the ear. And instead of the chin, I'm going to aim for the corner of her mouth. And that's going to bring the eye a little further forward towards the front of the horse, of the pony, like that. And again, I'm going to straddle it across. So the upper lid is going to go kind of more across it like that. So we've got the upper lid which kicks out of the back and then a lower lid which just curves around to complete that circular shape. And there'll be an eye in there like that. Okay, I'm going to switch to my black line again and I'm going to start refining this a little more. There we go. And it's going to curve around to the chin like that, down to the neck, fill in the ear, and you can finish in where that eye is going to go. There we go. Okay, now the pupils and irises of G1 ponies are round, they're not oval, and so I'm actually going to have her looking at us this time. So there's the iris and there's the pupil. They're very simple, they're round. Lashes are very simple too. There's usually just 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom like that. Pop that little brow line in there like that. So there's the basic head construction. I'm going to pop back down to my sketch layer here. Okay, now the legs are again basically the same shape as as the Friendship is Magic ponies, but they're thicker. They're thicker and chunkier. And they're a little softer. The Friendship is Magic ponies are kind of built more along straight lines and to give you some more, a little more angular, whereas G1 ponies, they're a little softer and they actually tend to kind of bell. They almost bell a bit at the bottom, which again is also indicating a hoof. So basically the back of the leg can still be fairly straight, but then it's going to join at the front like that. There we go. Might be a little too big, but anyway. Okay. Now the back legs sit a little more underneath the pony. You can see Applejack's kind of kick out to the side, kick out to the back a little bit. The G1 ponies, they tend to sit under. And a big characteristic is that heel, the hock, sits lower. So instead of being right up here, it's actually more down here. And the back of the leg is going to curve in a bit and just kick, just kind of curve into where that heel goes, and then the rest of the leg comes down. And again, the front leg is going to just come in and curve out towards the front like that. They have very low bellies too. There we go. All right, let's go up to our black line here and flesh it out a little more. There we go. We're getting there. Okay, now her hair. Now the G1 ponies had pretty much straight hair. They didn't start getting into curls and stuff until maybe the second or third year. So I'm going to do AJ with her original hair, which is basically a long, smooth hair, like Fluttershy's hair. It's just a smooth, simple, except not as long. The hair is just going to hang nice and long like that. All right, now I should be doing this on my sketch layer actually. There we go. And no G1 pony is complete without her tail, her little tail ribbon. And in AJ's case, that's going to be blue. There we go. Now her bangs. Now her hair is kind of like Twilight Sparkles, but it's softer. So it's just a nice sweep, comes around like that. Ponies came with a little brush. They brush their hair and a puffy sticker. Okay, and all G1 ponies had this kind of wicked, cute, swoopy bang at the front. It's just a piece of hair at the front that you could swoop around. You could drape it over their eye, and it looked really cool. Very stylish. Okay, let's fill in our black lines. Whoops, wrong color. There we go. This is coming together. Nearly ready for color. Okay, we're going to pop the bow on. Yeah. And just fill in her tail a bit. All right, we might be ready for some color. So I'm going to turn off my sketch layer. There's lovely roughness here. All right, let's get some color going here. Now the colors are basically the same. I mean, as I said, Applejack's color scheme did not change and her features really did not change. G1 AJ, I would probably say her orange color was probably a little warmer. Slightly more of a warm orange, more of a pumpkin orange. So we're just going to block in her colors here like this. My watercolor brush. There we go. That looks good. And her hair was once again this lovely buttery yellow. It's like cornbread. It's like kind of beautiful roasted cornbread yellow. Just going to block in her tail. Now AJ's bow was kind of just a cute little pale blue. There it is. And like current Applejack, green eyes. Okay, and once again I'm just going to switch to a sharper brush here just to pop her eye highlight in like that. And again, she had freckles. Probably a few more of them, but yeah, she had them. Cutie marks again are exactly the same, just more of them. I think G1 Applejack had 6 or 7. She had 6 or 7 apples on her flanks. But the way to do it is basically you just draw 1 or 2 larger ones in the middle and you just kind of cluster the rest around them. There we go. So that's 6. That'll do for now. And again, they had the little, actually that should be a slightly darker green. There we go. That's better. All right. And there we have G1 Applejack. So as you can see, there are differences. There are definitely differences in the characters, but at the same time, they're very similar. The basic construction is similar because, you know, you don't mess with a good design. And so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you will also check out My Little Pony Generations, which is a new 5-part miniseries coming from IDW Publishing in October. And that's going to be really exciting because it'll be the first time, as you can tell by the name, where Generation 1 and Generation 4 ponies will be meeting and telling a story together. So that is very exciting, and I hope you all guys will all check that out.